Hey guys, welcome back to the Evolve podcast where we have interesting and insightful conversations. I'm super thrilled and excited about today's guest. And probably the reason being is that anytime I'm around this person, I laugh my head off and I just smile a lot and I have a lot of joy in my heart. And so I'd like to welcome Patrick.
Ellie, that's so nice.
How do I say your last name? Is it
You kind of said it in Irish. You said Patrick in an Irish accent
I did on
there.
purpose.
I like it.
How do I say your last name?
Guiney. It's not an Irish surname. I think it's French.
Guiney.
Yes.
Oh, I was trying to say it in Irish.
I appreciate you trying my accent. I'm not going to try yours because I don't want to embarrass myself in your podcast, but maybe it's salsa on Friday. I'll do it there.
Great.
When I ask you to dance.
Great. I wasn't going to go, but now I am.
I'm in.
Actually, we're going to karaoke tonight.
Karaoke tonight?
Yes.
I am going to Goma tonight because we've got a wine and cheese. What time is karaoke?
8:30.
8:30. I could swing by after.
Maybe. It only goes for an hour. There's only an hour window of singing.
Absolutely.
Ballads.
And you're straight in there. You're top of the list.
I love it.
We should bring our mics.
They have them.
We brought our own mics.
Guess
we'll
what?
be fine.
They're provided.
Miss, please give me back my mic.
So, guys, Patrick's from Ireland.
Born and bred.
Born and bred. And we met here in Santa Teresa.
We did.
Yeah. Where were you living in Ireland before you got here?
I was Dublin was always my home, but for my last company that I was doing, Ellie, I was like back and forth to San Francisco for a couple of years. So both were my homes. But now Santa Teresa is my home.
Amazing.
Like you.
Tell me a little bit about that decision and what that looked like for you, because I've shared my story on here and it was kind of like oh shit, I'm moving to Costa Rica, and it wasn't necessarily something that I wanted to do. It was more so like a message that I received and, took the leap to follow. So I'm curious about what that looked like for you to decide to move across the world. Yeah,
it wasn't something I woke up with one day to move 13,000 kilometers away from where I grew up. But the reason I stayed in Santa Teresa is because I met people like you. Like I first met you outside a coffee shop here down the road, and we'd never met before. And I probably was thinking and talking at the same time when we first met. And I was like, hey, Ellie, I would just love your advice. I'm starting Saturdays, the podcast that I do, and I've got a couple of business ideas. And you and Anna, our friend now. But again, you were just so open. You gave great advice. And when I think back to that time, I'm like, I decided to call Santa Teresa my home because there's lots of like-minded people like that. The environment, the weather. And yeah, I just really feel a sense of community here. So that's why I woke up late one night and I was like, yeah, I don't want to leave.
Wow. I think that's probably the most said sentence here in this area.
Absolutely.
Either I've extended or I'm moving here. Everyone loves it.
How do I do a passport run? Or 6? I have to do one of those soon, actually.
Do you get a 6-month window?
I'm on the 6-month window at the moment. And that goes until the end of June. And I'm currently applying for my digital Nomads visa.
Oh, fabulous.
So, putting down roots.
Speaking of Nomads.
Speaking of that word. This whole conversation is sponsored by Nomads. Sorry, Ellie.
Patrick has accidentally made a business.
Complete
as soon as
accident.
he moved here. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Some people take time off. I had just left the last company that I started with a few friends, and when I arrived in Santa Teresa, I was going back to Ireland. I was going back to San Francisco, and then one thing led to another, and I was like, I don't want to leave. And running the company that I was doing back at home just wasn't possible. So I made a lot of scary decisions to be here, but it just felt right in my heart. And then the Nomad thing Nomads is a community here in Santa Teresa. We create connection. We make sure people don't feel lonely and they find their people. And I did that because I was one of those people. And then all of a sudden, 2.5 months later, we have 500 members. A lot of people think like that. We've ran 50 events across Santa Teresa. We have a couple of lines of business with the experiences that we offer to the members. And I did not intend for any of that to happen, Ellie. And now I'm sitting on your couch.
How funny is that, right? It's so exciting too, because there's like everything that's unfolded for you here has just been so organic. It's just happened.
For sure. Yeah.
Right. And I think a lot of people get a little bit stuck in life when they're trying to force something, or they're trying to find the answers. And honestly, it's like the answers arrive on time. They come to you when they're meant to, right?
100%. I'm definitely one of those people who tries to force things, which hasn't always served me. And because you want to be in control. You want to be in control of your life and where you're going next. And that isn't always possible. So for this, the start of my year, the theme was always like execution. Don't think, just do. And that's why talking to you that time at El Somos, the cafe, that was me not thinking and just doing and talking to Ellie. And the kind of second chapter of this year for me is around attract, don't seek. Because I would have spent a lot of my life trying to seek attention, seek validation. And that all for me now starts internally. And that's the most important part. So attracting, not seeking, and things just will land for you. And they do. I'm living proof of it right now.
I love this conversation and I love what you're sharing, because what I'm seeing through what you're saying here, Patrick, is it's like this place has already been like such a portal of growth.
For sure.
Like the different lessons that you're learning from just being here, that's literally what it's been for me. Like it's been crazy. It's like, I don't know how many skins I've shed being here. I'm like this snake that just keeps like wriggling out of like a dry skin and like all shiny with beautiful new scales. It's like, what color will I be next
glowing.
week? Yeah.
You're absolutely, sign me up.
But it's really, really cool. It's like, and I think there's a beautiful invitation here for everyone listening. It's like, start to observe what emerges in you. Yeah. And for you, the first one was think. No, don't think.
Don't think, just do.
Don't think, just
do.
Because
there's the little person on your shoulder in your heart that is telling yourself stories. Don't do that, or you'll do that later, or that person or that thing isn't what you want. And like it's so you can say don't think, just do, but it's facing your real fear. I met a guy yesterday who is kind of going through some stuff, and he then to nearly and I used to do this, so I saw myself in him, Ellie, and he used to he was validating himself. He's like, I can't get the courage to talk about the thing he was talking about with me, but he's like, but at the other side, I've done like Ironmans, I've skydived, and I'm like, I was like to the guy, I'm like, you and I both know that's not what scares you. You can do that in your sleep. Like it's do the thing that scares you and write it down after you've done it as well. And then all of a sudden, all of those fears compound, and you facing your fears compound. And then when you look back in 6 months, a year's time, you're like, I am a totally different person.
It's character building.
It's character building.
It's character building. That's what this place is. It's bloody character building.
It is character building.
Yeah. And it's self-responsibility as well. It's like recognizing the thing that's coming up and being like, okay, this is what I'm going to focus on. This is what I'm going to apply and integrate into my life. And then boom, then the next thing comes up, right? And the next thing for you is about energetics and the law of attraction and being like,
yes,
the people that I need are just going to find me. I don't have to do anything.
Love the other accent. We're just going to do different accents. You start with Irish and then this one.
I don't know who that is. Who is that? What accent is that?
I don't know. You sound like my cousin, who's also very lovely. Shout out.
Right? How cool is it?
Yeah, but like, you say such nice things about me, and the feeling is absolutely mutual, right? But I think the best advice that I tell myself, that I tell Patrick, is that the world that you want has to start from you. So it comes from you, not at you. So you're the one who sets the energy and sets the tone. But to your point, Ali, like we have our conversations, we have our banter, but I choose to be around those people first off. Like life isn't completely perfect, and there's always going to be dips, but I will be as conscious as I can with the people I spend my time with. And then that energy flows like that way. So still a tough balance, still have a tough time saying no to things as the business grows and my life grows here. But that is the thing. So the world comes from you, not at you.
Has that been something that you've observed within yourself throughout life, the finding it hard to say no?
Yeah, people pleasing. People pleasing for sure. And I think what people pleasing for me is not listening to Patrick and not listening to my heart.
Ooh.
And that's scary. And if there's people out there who are like, where do I start? Because if I'd listened to this 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, I wouldn't have known how to listen to my heart. And then when I finally started doing the internal work, I really didn't know where to start. Like, you don't know how to listen, because it's been shut off and disconnected, and you've been on survival mode, like listening to your instinct, like just trying to survive. So that process takes a long time, but it's a beautiful journey when you do start listening to yourself. And then those no's, or those times where you're not being true to your values or true to yourself, they become less and less. And then you know when you're not being true to your heart. You just know deep down when you start talking to it. So, but being here is me being true to myself.
So good. Hey, how did you start that journey of inner work? What did that look like for you?
It started with me splitting, like my long-term relationship ending after 10 years. So I was married, and that ended. And then like that was like a full like life moment, Ellie, where like I was forced to like completely change my environment, my people, like my trust systems, like everything. And I knew things hadn't been right for a time, but I was avoidant, and I didn't know how to talk about that or communicate about that. And that doesn't serve me well. So that was probably change number one. Change number two is that like I've always loved business. Like when I was 10, I was selling my toys at like a county fair, and like I would rock up with my Pokemon cards, and you had to sign up, and like I remember this, but you'd go up to the county fair, you'd sign up and you get a table. I'd just rock up with my backpack and sit down and start selling my Pokemon cards. And like when you're 10, no one says anything to you, but like I thought that was normal. I thought doing all of those things was normal, but it isn't. Like, so starting businesses, and if we want to call it being an entrepreneur, has always been in my blood and in me. And I wasn't really true to myself in my 20s, where I started a business. I then went into big corporate tech for a couple of years, and that went really well, but I always still felt very empty. So there wasn't a lot of values for me being met for my true sense of self. So the two big life changes would be that relationship ending, and then me taking the risk to move on from the 9-to-5 and that safe corporate world to try my own thing. And it gets so easy after that.
So where did the inner work come in within that? Or was this more so like a process of yourself, like, I guess, attuning to the truth that was actually within you, and then operating from that place? Or was there any kind of workshop that you did, or experience that you had, or?
I did everything. Like when the relationship ended, thankfully I had
therapy,
exactly. Therapy I'd started 2 years before, and that was a real gift. And I'm so glad I did, because I think all of this change for the good takes time. And like I'm a person who wants things yesterday or now. So
I think lots of people can relate to that.
Your body just your body just doesn't decide. And I don't know, when you're not being true to yourself, your body will act out, and you'll try find validation or a thrill in other areas. But therapy was one. I did that for 4 years. I still do it every week today. That allowed me to connect to myself. And not everyone needs therapy or needs talk therapy, but I journal every day. I've like 30 minutes of like complete silence every day, where I'm alone with my thoughts and connect with myself. And then I've read a bunch of books. I started with Eckhart Tolle. I read The Untethered Soul there recently. The Alchemist was a really, really powerful one at me at a different point in my life. So between reading, meditation and therapy, and then surrounding myself with good people, that kind of has filled my cup again to the person I'm trying to be.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I think it's so helpful for people to hear what other people have done in terms of therapy, development, inner inquiry, like going on that self-discovery journey, because there are so many different ways you can skin a cat. Right?
100%.
You
Yeah.
know? And so, yeah, that's why I was curious about yours, because some people are like, where do I start?
Where do I start?
And it's different for everyone.
Yeah, I think like talking is such an amazing thing, and like you don't need the person I met yesterday for lunch reminded me of me 4 years ago, like super harsh on himself. He couldn't really find the words to express how he was thinking, and he was apologizing for not coming out in a coherent manner, because this person is like Mr. Perfect. But I think like if you have that support circle around you, then like talk to people, say, I don't feel okay. I can't find the words. I can't find the feeling, but I know I don't feel right. And if you like, again, like not everyone deserves your trauma story or your hardships. No, people don't deserve that. But for the people who are in your circle and who are your loved ones and they care about you and they want the best for you, then talk to them, start with that. And yeah, that's really, really powerful. I've got that community here in Santa Teresa. That's another one of the reasons that I think environment, if you find the right environment, I think a lot of things will start clicking for you after that.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I think environment plays a big role in terms of giving yourself the space to be able to sit with yourself and see what emerges from that, right?
How long have you been in Santa Teresa?
A year.
A year?
About a year. May 15 last year is when I moved here, and then I did 3 months in Australia over Chrissy.
Chrissy. Who's he? Never met him.
Christmas.
May 15th was my birthday.
Really?
Is my birthday, yeah. There we go.
Just last year. I changed it every year.
Yeah. I have a good feeling about this day. So you moved here last year.
Crazy that's your birthday.
Yeah, May 15th.
Yeah.
Good old month of Taurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year. And I feel myself completing this cycle this year. Yeah, September 27th, I've booked it. That's when I'm coming home.
Okay.
But yeah, environment is a great, I guess, what's the word? It's like a new landing pad.
For sure.
If you put yourself in a new environment, you find yourself like, there's new stimulus around. Even, do you know what? Just being by yourself. There's so much medicine being by yourself.
You're excellent at...
I love it.
At like advocating for that and doing it as well. I see it from you. Sometimes I go weeks without seeing you and I'm like, where is she? And I'll check your story. And like, I've just spent the last month alone. This is what I've learned.
I've been sitting with tea on my...
No, it's really nice.
In my lounge room and going on deep journeys within my psyche. It's been fantastic.
How do you do that, by the way? Because there's people like me who are not like silence is. I'm an extrovert. Like I love being around people, but I do need my alone time. Like how do you sit with yourself or try to?
I can do both. Like I can get energy from people and also I like to get energy from myself. I've always known for the longest time, I've always had this desire for more. And I've always had this awareness that it's like, there's more available. There's more of, and just
abundance.
This desire to explore that. Even in terms of like spirituality, being like, there's more out there.
Yeah.
And there was a period of time where I would access that more through like psychedelic experiences and, mushrooms or whatever. And then, I've done a few ayahuasca ceremonies and they've been very transformational.
Yeah.
And then after my last one in September, fucking rocked me.
Right.
Rocked me to my core. Anyway, the listeners are probably, guys, you're probably so sick of me talking about my ayahuasca ceremonies. They've been big for me, okay? They've been huge.
I'm interested. I'm thinking about doing them. That's an area of my life I haven't explored yet, but
I've got some insights that I'll share with you around that.
Would love that.
Yeah, just so that you feel the most supported going in.
For sure.
And anyway, like after last year, I just had this awareness that it's like gentle is now the path we're stepping on in terms of like healing and medicine. And so it's like, okay, maybe a little bit of microdosing of mushrooms here and there. I've done it twice in the last like 9 months.
Okay.
Like very, very, not a lot at all. And then the other thing that came through was connecting with my womb. And tea ceremony.
Okay.
And so this is what I do every single morning. I think I'm on day 64 in a row of having an hour-long tea ceremony of a morning.
What's a tea ceremony?
If you look to your right there, you'll see on my little cabinet, I've got all of my teaware.
Oh, very nice. You got little pots and teacups and
a
kettle.
Yes.
I love it. This is great.
Yeah. So
what you got down here? You got your PlayStation. You got your Game Boy, VR headset.
It's the Wi-Fi.
Ellie likes to game.
Modem. It's the Wi-Fi modem.
I'm joking.
My Nintendo DS.
So, I do a lot of bad jokes.
I laugh at them. Anyway, they can't be that bad. So, that's what I do every morning. And I kind of just the womb stuff has been crazy.
Yeah.
Like unbelievable crazy. Like some of the craziest shit that I've ever experienced has come from going on a journey into my womb.
Wow.
Like I can't even say it. People think I'm nuts.
Can you give me a snippet? Because I'm trying to understand it a little bit more.
Okay, I'll give you something that happened the other day for me. This was like 2 days ago. I was finished my tea ceremony, and then I kind of check in with my womb, right? You know how we were a little bit earlier in the conversation, you were talking about that other little voice, that voice that's like, don't do that, Patrick.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's kind of like the ego, right?
The ego, yeah.
Yeah. And so something that's really emerged for me and that I've really tuned into since being in Costa Rica and spending so much time like with myself is differentiating and noticing the different, I guess, direction of where that voice comes from and what it is.
Interesting.
So for me, ego was on the left side, right by my left ear.
Okay.
Anytime I have fear or ego come through, for me personally, it's on the left. It's here.
That's wild. Like, because I asked that same question to different people, and they have, sometimes it's their forehead, it's their stomach. For me, it's my chest. I'll feel it right here.
Yeah. So for me, it's like right here. It's a voice to the left near the ear. My higher self comes like more so from the crown chakra up here. Where else? And then I always check in with my womb and my heart.
Okay.
I always like drop my head down, bring my eyes downward, and I check in here and I ask the question to my womb or my heart.
Okay.
Yeah. And so at the end of a tea ceremony, I'll sit there, and it's about an hour, and I have like 5 cups of tea. After the first 3 cups of tea, then I'll bring out my journal, and the first question I ask is like, what does the world need from me today? And then it'll just give me something. And then I have so many amazing things come through. Like I've had 2 workshops for my retreat here in Costa Rica come through. I have like different insights and content ideas, and just so much creativity comes straight through by actually just sitting with myself and seeing what emerges. And so at the end of tea ceremony, I like check in with myself, and I'm like, do I need to stay here for a bit, or am I good to go? And the other day I was like, stay here. And I was like, okay, cool. So I just sat there, and then this song just started coming into my mind.
Wow.
Like this like ancient kind of ancestral chant.
Yeah.
And then I started doing it. So I started like singing this song, and then I was like thumping my heart, and then there was like a click, and I was just like maybe singing this song for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then what emerged was like, it felt like the spirit of Mother Ayahuasca. And it was like, except she was, this is how my brain's kind of processing it. She was like embodied as a woman, like as a, woman maybe in her 50s.
Okay.
Yeah, and she started doing some work on me, and like in the ceremony, they have these leaf things. I should know what they're called. What are they called? Not good, Icaros, are they? No, I think that's the song. But anyway, if you guys have done ayahuasca, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. They have this little bunch of leaves, and they like shake it all over you, like to help you clear energy and stuff. And so my hands, this isn't the first time this has happened, but my hands start doing this thing like all over my body, and I'm like, oh, she's like helping me clear some stuff. And then, what was it? What was the thing? See, this happens nearly like every other day. So like just thinking about what it is that I came up and I moved through, I'm like, what was it? It was something, might have been something to do with self-doubt or self-worth or whatever, but she helped me to like purge that. There was some shame. There was some shame that came up and came through, and I found myself like on all fours, like roaring to like let this shame out.
This is during the ceremony?
Well, this is after.
Okay.
Just sitting here, yeah.
Wow.
And I just find myself like roaring, and I've had this amazing symbol kind of emerge over the last few weeks. It's been this white lioness with piercing blue eyes.
Cool.
And then in this ceremony here, this moment that I'm describing to you, she sprouted wings. So now she's like this white lioness with blue eyes and big white feathered wings.
Amazing.
And that's me.
That's you. You are the white lioness with the rings, with the wings. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So like I have this crazy shit happen to me all the time now.
It's wild.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah, I can't tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how that particular moment emerged, and
For sure.
it's something that developed over time, like through all of the work that I've been doing on myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like breath work, like sitting with tea, sitting with myself.
Yeah.
It's funny, for the longest time I was like, I want spiritual gifts. Like from like such an egoic perspective, I want to have spiritual gifts. And I'd be like asking,
Third accent, I'm loving it. This is great.
and I'd be asking my mentor, I'm like, how do I develop my gifts? Because I did like a magic container with her and like did all this other stuff. She's amazing. She's really incredible. She trained me in like all of my NLP stuff. And she's like, meditate. And I'm like, oh, that's boring.
Yeah.
That's not sexy at all.
Absolutely.
I was wanting give me like some kind of potion or like, spell or something to do with it. And it's like
the elixir.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's like, no, like you actually just have to, it's just every day, like you said earlier, like these things take time.
Sometimes when I meditate, like I just sit in silence for like 15, 20 minutes and I have coffee, but it's amazing how much thoughts and how long it feels. I'm like, wow, a lot of thoughts can come up in 15 minutes. And that tells me that I'm so distracted by like external things, like the million and one things in life, like work, like going to the gym, like whatever it may be, this person. So it's really, really beneficial for me just to start my day like that.
Have you ever heard the saying that you are not your thoughts, you're the one that observes them?
No, I haven't. But I really like that saying. You're not your thoughts.
Yeah.
You're the one who observes. Yeah.
So if you just sit there in meditation and you notice the thoughts and you observe them, literally, you're like, oh, why am I thinking about that person? The
why behind it.
Yeah, you're just looking at it through the lens of curiosity.
Absolutely.
You are not those thoughts. You're the one that observes them. The you that you are is the observer.
Is here.
Yeah. So the thoughts are like a byproduct of the programming and conditioning that you've experienced throughout life, as well as the state of your nervous system.
And I think like I don't want to control everything, but sometimes if the thoughts are really bad or the feeling is really bad, what I do is kind of like put it into the third person. Like I nearly make it like a figure, and it's like, okay, Patrick is that person's angry. Like it's like that little figure or caricature on the shelf over there, and you're like, okay, you can hang out, you can be angry. I'm going to get on with my day, and you can keep hanging out with me if you want, but I'm going to focus on this. And you nearly humorize it the way it is and the way it feels. And I find like that brings me back into the present. And also as well, one thing I'm really, really good at it now. It's just talking to myself compassionately. So like, why do you feel like this, Patrick? Like there's like, and then I'm being curious, being curious, but being curious and compassionate with how I will then look at those thoughts or those feelings. That's what I try to do for myself.
I like that.
Thank you.
I do that a lot too. Or like go internal and be like, it's okay that you feel like this.
Yeah.
And then, but I let it out.
Absolutely.
That's the other thing. Have you ever roared like a lion?
Never.
Oh my God. We got to get you to roar like a lion.
Oh, let's roar.
It's the best feeling ever.
I love that.
Have you done much breath work?
I did a lot of breath work at the start. Loved it. Got a tattoo after it as well. I've got like a couple of a fish that I saw, like I proper hallucinated a fish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Let me show you.
Show me.
Yeah, I got to show you. One sec. So I got this tattoo was my first one. And like so this is a robin. This has reminded me of like, it's
my dad loves red robins.
Yeah. It's appeared for me in like difficult points in my life. And it was my way of saying that I feel supported when I wasn't as connected to the universe. And then I got a couple more because I like to start collecting them. So the butterfly is Mariposa. I got that in Santa Teresa. And then like that represents Santa Teresa for me, Ellie. And then
because there's so many butterflies around here.
There's nature everywhere you go. This is Nemo. This is the fish I saw when I was high
on his own supply.
High on my own supply. And then the final one is Mac Miller. Can you see that?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That is such a random collection.
I know it is. Yeah, that's if my mind could be put on my arm, it's pretty random. Yeah. Whatever goes. And I love Mac Miller. He's my favorite artist. He's been with me throughout my life. Like many people. So wanted to get my favorite. He did an NPR Tiny Desk concert, and that was like my favorite live gig of him ever. So now he's on my arm to remind me to be me.
Breathwork's been the thing that's got me roaring like a lion.
Awesome. That's really good.
You never had a raw?
I've never had a roar in breathwork. Have you? Do you do it regularly?
I do it when I feel guided.
Okay.
And like in these womb journeys that I've been doing a lot of, because I'm also in a womb mystery school. Like I'm actually in a cohort of women.
Okay.
Under this incredible woman, Elizabeth Stiles, Ellie Miles. Are you kidding? How crazy is
Ellie
that?
Stiles, Ellie Miles.
Right? That's
all of the Ellies.
That's wild. Anyway, look her up because she's fantastic. Like, chicks blow my fucking mind. Astounded by what it's like.
Stunning.
Yeah. Yeah, so when I'm in these guided womb journeys, the energy kind of builds and I'll have a roar in that if I need to.
Do you like, with all of the internal work that you've done, and it feels like you're more in the present than thinking about the future? Like with your plans?
Ooh, I mean,
because you come across as a very planned person. Like I know that like you sell out all of your retreats and you have like a big following, but like that's not by accident. Like you need to be so, even with this podcast, you're like, this is the time, this is the place. I will see you there. You're really organized.
I love that you're seeing that in me. That's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. You're so like, you are on it. Like,
cool.
Yeah. You were
I'm going to receive
in.
that. Thanks, universe.
Take it. Yeah. That's it.
I mean, today, actually, it's funny that you say that. Today I was like, ooh, like had like another offer come through and like wrote down my whole funnel for everything that I've created to support people with their nervous system and their life and,
Brilliant.
you know, their journey within. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is what we're creating next year. Super excited.
Sweet.
And also it gives space for mystery.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'm not meant to know all the answers.
Good.
And I know that it's going to unfold exactly how it's meant to. So I also give space to be directed to where I'm meant to go.
You're comfortable with no expectations. Like,
yeah, I'm like, if you're gonna throw a pivot on me, I'll follow you.
Yeah, yeah. Or
like it already did.
For sure. Like
moved to Costa Rica. I was like, fuck, that wasn't on the 2025 bingo card.
That
but
wasn't.
Okay.
Bingo.
Do you know?
No, I did not. If this time last year, I did not see myself in Costa Rica.
So you've just done it too.
Yeah, I just didn't. I'm like, yeah, I've just done it too. But I've met like-minded people. And I think like if you find your place, you find your people, you start listening to yourself, like all of those fears I had when I left my job, especially before I left my job, like just being in my own head, it is hard at the start, but it does go away. And then I can tell you now, I have zero fear about my future. Like I have zero fear that like it's not even thinking in forward. I just know that I'm in the right place now and I'm doing the right thing for me.
Great.
So I had all of that fear, Ellie, when I was doing the things that weren't my people or my place. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's like you had what some people would call job security, right?
Perfect life. Yeah.
It's how crazy is that? It's like, oh yeah, I've got the 9 to 5, I've got the steady income, I've got the security. Except you were feeling so scared about your future.
Absolutely.
That's a clue, isn't it?
Yeah. I always feared the worst. I was like, when's this going to end? Like, so you're kind of like,
what do you mean? When's it going to end?
Yeah, I just like, I think for me with like my own background, like I needed stability. And like Nomads came from community. I needed community because I didn't really have that with myself when I was younger. So like Nomads, what I'm talking about that is like, that has really come from my heart where I know like I want connection, I want stability, I want all of that. And sometimes I used to try find that in other people where you really find it in yourself. But that idea has come from, has like created Nomads and where it is today. But when I wasn't being true to myself, when I was seeking that community and stability in other things, like, you just know it's not like fully stable.
Didn't feel aligned.
No, it's kind of like the house is built on matchsticks and like it's always shaking. And it's weird in my head. I've never actually said this aloud, but in my head, I always felt like my life was like a graph and it was like maybe down in my teens. And then it went like I would have measured myself in like money, career, validation. Like it was for those metrics, it was like straight up. But I always felt I was going to be knocked, which is, I always felt that I'm like, this is, and then all of a sudden, like the relationship ends, you go down, the job ends, you go down, the environment or that you're used to goes down. So that's the way I would have old Patrick would have seen it. But I don't see a graph anymore. I just see,
Wow.
yeah, I just see like, yeah, I'm just flowing. Like there doesn't need to be ups and downs, or there doesn't, like, what is an up, what is a down? Like, define that. So
Wow.
I don't see the graph anymore, and I'm happy I don't. So that's what happens when you start listening to yourself and you start the journey, and you will get there. And I'm still trying to get there, but that's what I used to fear when I wasn't being my true self.
So tell us about Saturdays. Tell us about the podcast.
Saturdays.
What inspired Saturdays?
Again, it was always in my head that I wanted to try a podcast. And there's a big difference between thinking about it and doing it and going and executing. But Saturdays is a conversation with people who have gone and done the brave thing. And everyone knows what their brave thing is. It doesn't have to be those big physical feats. Like, you know what you're really scared of doing and facing. And that's what I want people, when they listen to the show or watch the show and they hear these and talk to these amazing people, that they can get the bravery to go do their brave thing that they fear.
Oh my God.
And then the name Saturdays came from me, Ellie, where Saturday was like the one day where like the real me kind of like was allowed to come into my life, and I kind of felt a breath, and that's where I started thinking. So that was always a great feeling for me in the midst of everything going on a couple of years back. So I want everyone to have that feeling, and that's why it's called Saturdays.
Every day could be a Saturday.
Every day should be a Saturday.
Is that how it feels now?
Yes, it is. The sky isn't always blue, and I woke up in a tiny bit of a bad mood today, where one of my business partners was giving out about something about the business, and it's fine. What that shows is that they care. But it was like you hear someone like in the back of your head. For me, when my heart talks to me, it's like the universe is speaking through me. Like, I know the voice is different, and it was like, Patrick, like, look up at the sky, and I'm like, sky is blue today. This is awesome. Today's going to be a good day.
And it is blue today.
And it is blue today.
It was pouring yesterday. We were meant to do the podcast yesterday.
And the rain was coming down. Again, you're so organized. You're like, we're going to hear it in the backend. So I'm really glad we can chat when the sky is blue and chat in general.
Same. Okay. Patrick, like, has a presence. Do you know what I mean? Like, this guy was meant to be on stage and meant to be having conversations and delivering important messages. So definitely go and listen to Saturdays.
Thank you so much, Ellie.
Definitely go and listen to Saturdays.
It's not as amazingly produced and organized as your setup and your podcast here.
Hey,
I'm not trying to dismiss it, but I thank you for that.
dude, we're on my lounge that has sage holes burnt into it.
What are you talking about? It's beautiful.
Cat scratches all over.
You can't smell Ellie's house, but it's beautiful. It's like walking into a spa. I feel
it's all the essential oils.
It is so many essential oils. We've got like 20. Are they essential oils over there?
Yeah, they're essential.
Holy shit! You've got every color of the rainbow.
Do you want me to pick one for you? What do you need a bit of today? What kind of energy are you needing to cultivate?
I want to give out more kindness.
Oh, okay. More kind. What do you need for yourself?
Oh, it's interesting because my default is to think of other people like that and not me. What do I need today? I don't need belief. I don't need energy. Like clearness. Like,
ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a moment.
Thank you. We're going to take this quick break to talk about our sponsors of today's show.
So we want clarity. Oh, not alertness, not self-esteem.
Big theme for third. Love it. Perfect. That's perfect because this week is all about, for me with this moon cycle, about following my intuition and listening to that first. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, that is. I'm listening to Patrick, like, and it's not a control thing. It is, I know what's right. Like,
where does that voice come from?
I feel it.
Where's the location, if you were to find the direction or the location of it?
So when the universe or my heart speaks to me, I feel it comes through me all. Like, it comes through like here without a doubt. I just feel it. And then I feel it, then it starts here and then it kind of goes all around. Yeah.
Amazing. That's your intuition.
That's the universe. That's my intuition. That's my like soul speaking to me.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, pop down the microphone for a moment.
Okay, here we go.
I'm going to take Patrick through a little process. Okay, just sit. You don't need to come over here.
Give someone Patrick, stand up. Oh, sorry.
You're perfect.
The podcast.
I knew this was going to happen.
Take your mic and get out of here.
This is what it's like whenever I talk to Patrick. Just my head goes back like in laughter. I just crack up.
Sorry, there was one time I loved this one because I love the way you get weird humor. And like we were sitting across from each other in a restaurant last week, and there was like there was music playing, and I just said to you when I sat down, I was like, "What stop do you want in this elevator?" And you just got the joke.
Yes.
You just got.
I recall. You can sit in your spot.
Okay, can I sit in the spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just give me a hand. Drop. Okay, rub your hands together. Cool. Okay, close your eyes. Bring your hands up to your face. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Yeah, you can repeat a couple of times if you want.
Nice smell.
How good are essential oils?
So good.
There you go.
They're essential. Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Say it, Patrick.
They're essential. How good are essential oils?
They're really good. I love
They're
them.
essential, right? Yes. I'm obsessed with them. Okay, so what's next for you? Well, what do you have an idea of? You know, also, you know,
Yeah.
whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. But yeah, what do you see?
So everything so with the business stuff I'm naturally good at because that's where like I was always second nature to me. So that's the language I speak. So the way I see Nomads going is that I want to bring it all around the world. I want people to find community wherever they go.
Wow.
So that means another location, and I want to do that very soon.
Are you going to move?
I am going to grow it in Central America because we had lots of opportunities to put it in Ericeira. We've had opportunities for investment, but I want to grow it slow in Santa Teresa, and then from there jump to another town like Nassau, which is like just up the road because they need nomads. So business wise, that's where that's going. Saturdays with the podcast, I feel like it's a good media arm, Ellie, for nomads because we do the chats in businesses and they really like that, and I like that live audience feeling. So wherever I go, that's where we'll have the setup. I'm not really sure what I'll do for season 2 yet. I'm kind of I'm letting that come up myself. I'm not in a rush.
Because Saturdays can just be your thing.
Yeah, it's for sure, and it's always going to be called Saturdays. But that's maturing slowly. But I need to do more, and we were talking about it just as we arrived. I need to do more with the editor that I have, and just improve different parts. But I'm so glad I started it, and I'm so glad that it's going to continue. And that's the business. I want my home to be here. This will always be my home. I want to create community here. And
Done. Tick.
Check, next on the list. And then
500 members. Done.
500 friends.
500
We're not your
I'm Patrick and I have 500 friends.
We're not your friend, Patrick.
Oh,
No,
yes, they are.
Yeah, they know. I've made amazing friends from it.
That's so good.
And then like relationship wise, I'm just kind of going with the flow, like just open to.
You're ready for a wife now, aren't
I'm
you?
ready. Yeah, because I did the.
Just say it how it is. He wants a wife.
Yeah, I'm definitely done with I had a year of finding myself, finding the type of person that I like. But I'm not actively pursuing it. If you get me, I don't want to force it. So I think I'm in the right environment. It's going to happen whenever it's ready to happen.
Yep.
So I'm just kind of that's me with that one.
Love it.
Ready for a wife.
Ready for a wife.
Number 2. Sorry. And cut.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Do you want to be my second wife?
Do you want to be what a line? At least buy me dinner first.
That's crazy. Do you know what? Like, fuck, just so much courage that you have for doing
Thank you.
all of the choices that you've made to find yourself in a place where you're actually being true to yourself. Because it's so, like, there are so many people that can relate to your story.
Yeah.
In the sense that it's like, you know, you did the things that you were meant to do that you thought would bring happiness and fulfillment. And it's like, hang on, I've got all the things, but it doesn't feel right.
No, it doesn't.
You know, and it's definitely the easier choice not to change.
Yeah. The middle ground is actually worse as well. Like when you're in between both pillars, like it's way worse. Like,
when were you there? Was that when you were first here in Santa Teresa?
No, my whole life. Before, like 3 or 4 years ago, I just felt like I was in the middle. But when your environment's your environment, so you just think the middle is normal. But there's always something deeper in you reminding you to go back. And when that feeling arrives, like where you know, like these are my people and this is the place to be, it's awesome. Like I felt that where I did my first meetup in a cafe here, and that's where I was debating staying, Ellie. And I just felt the energy. I'm like, wow, this is me. And then I felt it. I felt it on the podcast. I felt it when I was talking to Anna, the second guest, our friend, and then Francisca. I'm like, this is me. This recharges me. I know I'm on the right path. The weirdest thing you were talking about, like you're seeing your spirit animal. Like I fully believe in the universe. I fully do. And I feel it. But there was one moment, there's been 3 moments, but one of the moments that stands out the most, which is just, we'll call it weird and wonderful. But it was a Friday, maybe back in March, late March. And usually on Friday, I've like met a lot of people and the work is done. And I try to go to this place by the beach, Shambhala, to kind of reset and watch the sun go down by myself and just kind of be with me. And I wasn't feeling lonely or lost or anything, but I was like, universe, I'm feeling good, but just give me a sign that I'm on the right path. Like, just give me something, anything. And all of a sudden, in the speakers behind me, it started playing like the theme song of my podcast. And that's Honey by Moby. That's a super niche song. Like that, I've never heard it there, haven't heard it since. And
what?
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's amazing.
Ellie, and like and then the way this year has gone, instead of like wanting to see a sign or something around me, being very visual, I feel it now. And there was like a moment at 2 or 3 a.m., maybe 9-10 days ago, I couldn't sleep and I kind of walked out to sit by my pool. And I was like, Patrick, what if this doesn't work out? Like, this is what I will try do. I'll try recover myself. I'll try like problem solve me out of it. Like, you'll get a job, you'll wait tables, I'll do something. But instead of that problem solving happening, like I felt a voice speak to me and it's like, Patrick, this is the one. Like, that's not happening. This is the one. And it's like, this is the one. And I feel that and I know that. So
exciting.
That's what happens when you're in the right environment and you're on your path, or at least making an effort to go towards it.
And it's like, you don't even need to know what it looks like specifically yet. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you're like, I don't really know what it looks like exactly. I just know that I'm in the right place.
100%.
And that as long as I keep doing what feels good,
yeah,
you know, the podcast, Nomads, connecting with people, like
chatting with Ellie,
chatting with me.
That's it.
Like, you're gonna be great.
You're gonna be great. This is the start of a beautiful friendship. Casablanca.
You're gonna be the hilarious, like the worst dad, the best dad. You know what I mean?
Why do people keep saying that to me?
Because of the dad jokes you make.
No, but my best friend Sultana, she was like, Patrick, you're funny. And I was like, what is my humor, Sultana? And she's like, it's dad jokes.
Oh, yeah. Did you know that already?
No.
Oh, no,
that's
you
just
didn't.
Patrick jokes.
You didn't know that.
That's just me jokes.
Oh, they're dad jokes for sure.
So dad, yeah.
I love them. They're great.
Apparently goofy. Anyway, yeah, that's me, yeah.
They're fun. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Well, look, I would love for us to close this out by you giving a piece of advice. Giving a piece of advice to someone that's, you know, in a place of life where they're in the middle. What would you say to them?
In the middle.
They're in that limbo phase.
They're in the middle of that limbo phase. First off, like go to the mirror or write it down and like just tell yourself that you love you. and show yourself compassion first and foremost,
That's
because
so nice.
if you're in the middle, you're on a part of your journey where you're a little bit lost, but you're not where you need to be. So first of all, love yourself and show yourself the compassion and give yourself that hug, because it starts with you. And then from there, I would say, go and do. Just go and try and fail. Like, because you've at least tried. And it's the feeling of failing doing that is way better than being in that middle ground, because I've done it.
Yeah.
I know it. I get it. So go and try. And I guarantee the definition of failure won't feel like failure. You're in your place.
Yeah. Well, it's like, is there failure, or is it
No.
is it all just information?
It's not failure when you're there. Old me, like a couple of years ago, would have felt like as a failure, but
And it's like you get little pieces of the puzzle, like in every situation
It's
that
awesome.
doesn't, I guess, evolve. It's like you get a little piece of the puzzle there anyway.
yeah, exactly.
You're going to get something that you need that's going to, take you on to that next step.
It will figure itself out.
Yeah.
When you know you're in the, I mean, it's like, how do you know you're in the right environment, to the right place? If I was saying that to myself 2 or 3 years ago, I'd be like, Patrick, but you're being led there, and just keep.
You're being led there.
You're being led there. And it's gonna happen, and it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. But just keep going,
Yes.
and your heart will speak to you.
I love that. When you said you're being led there, I just saw like little different stepping stones,
Yeah,
and there's stepping stones from where you are to where you're going to be. And it's like, there are multiple stepping stones. So just go to the next one and put down the expectation that it's like, all the answers will be here.
no,
it's
there's no.
they may not be.
There's no destination or X marks the spot with the map. But even the people who are in a really bad place, like they're not in that middle part, but they're at their rock bottom, and like they might be seeing just darkness. Like for me, like the best way I can describe it is like, because surfing's been a big part of my life now. Like you're in the water and you've just been hit by a wave and you're just trying to grab your board, and you don't know what to do. The thing I would say about that is just take the next step, put your hand on the board, and just start with that. Just take the next step, and whatever that could be, talking, feel like writing down how you feel, talking to someone, and just taking that step, and it'll be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
I love it. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
It's been amazing.
I
God,
loved
that went
it.
so quick.
It did. 3 hours.
3 hours.
No, that was amazing, Ellie. Thank you so much for the conversation.
Yay. Guys, I'm going to put all of Patrick's details in the description so that you can find him.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yay. Ciao.
Ciao.